Okay, just back with project 5, and I'm on the payments tab for the worksheet. Um, and I'll do one, you do the rest. Let's talk about payments. I talked about this earlier in project 4. Let's just go back over what our payments might look like if we were to go buy a car, it looks like, from Bobby Doobie. If you read through the scenario, it's kind of give you some ideas of what you're looking at as far as buying this car and how much it's going to cost you and what they want down, the annual percentage rate, and the whole 9 yards. So let's see if we can add some calculations into our spreadsheet here so we can see exactly what our monthly payment's going to come out to be. So it gave you some information. We're just going to fill it in here. It says, hey, what's the car price? So we found us a car that cost us $18,000. So let's just put in $18,000. And Bobby Doobie asked us, or no, Emerald National Bank asked us to put down a down payment of $2,500. So real simple, just going to put in the 18,000 and the 2,500, and then we're going to say amount borrowed. Now, I know that this is real easy to calculate in your head, but anytime that you can fill out a formula in Excel, we need to fill out a formula. So the amount borrowed would be an equal sign, take the car price, minus our down payment, and boom, this is how much money we need Emerald National Bank to give us a loan for. So it did tell us the length of the loan in years. So we are going to take this loan out for 7 years. So I'm just going to put a 7 in the number of years. And we do know that we have an annual percentage rate of 2.5, right? So we put all that in, and everything should be good. So our payment schedule. We know that we're buying this car, and it did tell us in our scenario that we're going to be making a monthly. So I'm just going to type in monthly payment. Okay. Now, number of periods in a year. So, how many periods, how many payments are we going to make in a year? Well, since we're making it monthly and there's 12 months in a year, we know we're going to make 12 payments per year. So now here comes an opportunity to put in another formula. How many total payments are we going to make? So here this says equals number of years times number of payments, and we hit enter. So we should make, wow, 84 payments. So periodic interest rate. Remember back when I told you about functions or payment functions in Excel 4? Well, here's the opportunity where we need to go in here and take our interest rate, annual percentage rate, and we divide this by number of payments in that year. So we have the 12. So this is an equals. We take our interest rate and we divide it by our number of periods in a year, and we hit enter. So this is actually our periodic interest rate, because you don't get charged interest just by on a yearly basis. I mean, you can on certain loans. It just depends on what type of loan that you have. But we know that we have an annual percentage rate and is based on the number of periods in a year, and we know that we have 12. So now we need to calculate our monthly payment, and we need to remember that we need this monthly payment to be um, shown as a positive number, not a negative number, and we'll go back and fix that in just a minute. Now, like I told you before, I like the payment function arguments box, so I'm going to pull that up because this is a great time to use that. So I'm going to pull up the f of x. I'm going to open up that payment function arguments box, and let's get going. Now, we have already figured out the rate. So our periodic interest rate is actually this F7, because we've already taken and done the math here, so we don't have to do the math here. We know that we have a number of payments for this loan, and those are going to be 84 payments. And then we know that our present value for this loan is the amount that we borrowed from Emerald National Bank. It's going to be $15,500. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward, because we've already done all the hard math here in our little spreadsheet. And we say, okay, so it looks like this car at $15,500 is going to cost us about $201 a month. Now, however, we wanted to see that as a positive note, so we come up here in our formula bar and we put a negative sign in front of that payment function and hit enter, and now we have a positive number. You do the rest, should be fairly easy, and I'll see you for the next video.